A few years back I made a series of videos making bad text-to-speech programs reading the T.O.S and privacy statements in all it as legalese glory to torucher them, and see how badly it would mess up. Now since the U.K made that law to keep privacy of users or worldwide services have made it more readable to the normal person. This means it is harder to find legalese text to make text-to-speech programs cry in proverbial pain. I want to bring back the series for 2021, so the closest thing I have is a readable section of services. If you have any suggestions I will be more than happy to take a look. Without further ado, tonight on Bad Text-to-Speech Hellscape we will have the voice of Microsoft Zero Desktop returning reading the Twitter Help Center article Error Range of Enforcement Options. Error.
Thank you Scansoft Daniel Full 22 kHz. It is an honor to be here tonight. The article that I will be reading tonight is found at https://help.twitter.com/n/rules-and-policies/enforcement options. Our range of enforcement options. When we take enforcement actions, we may do so either on a specific piece of content, e.g., an individual tweet or direct message, or on an account. We may employ a combination of these options. In some instances, this is because the behavior violates the Twitter rules. Other times, it may be in response to a valid and properly scoped request from an authorized entity in a given country. Below are some of the enforcement actions that we may take. Tweet level enforcement. We take action at the tweet level to ensure that we are not being overly harsh with an otherwise healthy account that made a mistake and violated our rules. A few of the ways in which we might take action at the tweet level include: limiting tweet visibility. This makes content less visible on Twitter, in search results, replies, and on timelines. Limiting tweet visibility depends on a number of signals about the nature of the interaction and the quality of the content. Requiring tweet removal. When we determine that a tweet violated the Twitter rules, we require the violator to remove it before they can tweet again. We send an email notification to the violator identifying the tweet's in violation and which policies have been violated. They will then need to go through the process of removing the violating tweet or appealing our review if they believe we made an error. Hiding a violating tweet while awaiting its removal. In the interim period between when Twitter takes enforcement action and the person removes the tweet, we hide that tweet from public view and will replace the original content with a notice stating that the tweet is no longer available because it violated our rules. Additionally, this notice will be available for 14 days after tweet removed. Where this notice is available: the details page of the tweet in violation on Twitter for iOS and Android, and twitter.com. The profile page of the account in violation on Twitter for iOS and Android, and twitter.com. Where this notice is not available: areas outside of profiles and tweet details pages, such as home timeline, notifications, and search of any Twitter client. Notice of public interest exception. In rare cases, we may determine that it is in the public interest for a tweet that would otherwise be in violation of our rules to remain accessible on our service. Learn more about the public interest exception. When we make such an exception, we trademark LL place the tweet behind a notice explaining the exception and giving you the option to view the tweet if you wish. When applying the notice, we trademark LL also take the following actions to reduce the tweet trademark's visibility on our service. We trademark LL turn off engagements like replies, retweets, and likes. If you want to talk about it, you can still quote tweet. We want a trademark T show any engagement counts on the tweet, e.g. number of likes, replies, but any prior engagements can be undone, e.g. unliked, retweets undone. Any previous replies will not be viewable within the tweet details. Additionally, in order to minimize potential harm, tweets that are placed behind the notice will not be available in the following areas of Twitter: tweets in the atop tweets home timeline, safe search, recommendations via push and notifications tab, email and text recommendations, live event timeline, explore tab, direct message level enforcement, stopping conversations between a reported violator and the reporter trademark S account, In a private direct message conversation, when a participant reports the other person, we will stop the violator from sending messages to the person who reported them. The conversation will also be removed from the reporter's inbox. However, if the reporter decides to continue to send direct messages to the violator, the conversation will resume. Placing a direct message behind a notice. In a group direct message conversation, the violating direct message may be placed behind a notice to ensure no one else in the group can see it again. Account level enforcement. We take action at the account level if we determine that a person has violated the Twitter rules in a particularly egregious way, or has repeatedly violated them even after receiving notifications from us. Requiring media or profile edits. If an account a trademark S profile or media content is not compliant with our policies, we may make it temporarily unavailable and require that the violator edit the media or information in their profile to come into compliance. We also explain which policy their profile or media content has violated. Placing an account in read-only mode. If it seems like an otherwise healthy account is in the middle of an abusive episode, we might temporarily make their account read-only, limiting their ability to tweet, retweet, or like content until calmer heads prevail. The person can read their timelines and will only be able to send direct messages to their followers. When an account is in read-only mode, others will still be able to see and engage with the account. The duration of this enforcement action can range from 12 hours to 7 days, depending on the nature of the violation. Verifying account ownership. To ensure that violators do not abuse the anonymity we offer and harass others on the platform, we may require the account owner to verify ownership with a phone number or email address. This also helps us identify violators who are operating multiple accounts for abusive purposes and take action on such accounts. Note that when an account has been locked pending completion of a challenge, such as being required to provide a phone number, it is removed from follower counts, retweets, and likes until it provides a phone number. Permanent suspension. This is our most severe enforcement action. Permanently suspending an account will remove it from global view, and the violator will not be allowed to create new accounts. When we permanently suspend an account, we notify people that they have been suspended for abuse violations, and explain which policy or policies they have violated and which content was in violation. Violators can appeal permanent suspensions if they believe we made an error. They can do this through the platform interface or by filing a report. Upon appeal, if we find that a suspension is valid, we respond to the appeal with information on the policy that the account has violated. Actions we may take against non-violating content. Placing a tweet behind a notice. We may place some forms of sensitive media like adult content or graphic violence behind an interstitial advising viewers to be aware that they will see sensitive media if they click through. This allows us to identify potentially sensitive content that some people may not wish to see. Learn more about how to control whether you see sensitive media. Withholding a tweet or account in a country. We may withhold access to certain content in a particular country if we receive a valid and properly scoped request from an authorized entity in that country. We also clearly indicate within the product when content has been withheld. Read more about country withheld content.
Thank you Microsoft Zero Desktop for reading that riveting article. I hope you come by again to hear text-to-speech programs read weird and awkward things. Thanks for watching.